Public health advocates across the globe are expressing alarm after President Trump ordered the United States to withdraw from the UN's World Health Organization. The U.S. is the biggest financial backer of the WHO, contributing about 18% of the agency's budget. Trump's decision puts numerous programs at risk, including efforts to tackle tuberculosis and HIV/AIDS. On Monday evening, Trump signed an executive order declaring the U.S. would leave the Global Health Agency.
This man's executive orders, like, for example, pulling out of the World Health Organization, is going to cause trouble beyond belief for everyday, hardworking Americans.
Sure enough, yeah. Trump signed an executive order that would start the process of the U.S. leaving the World Health Organization. And I feel like there are some things that Trump is doing because they're his idea, and some things that he's doing because his aides and the people that wrote up Project 2025 are pushing him to do it for whatever their own reasons are, right? Like, I feel like they went to Trump and they were like, we need you to pull out of the World Health Organization. Then Trump was like, who?
My North Star, Josh Johnson, hilariously chides the president. As we know, this is a man who will not release his grades from college and does not even pronounce orange correctly.
Ooh, look at that, it says TikTok. My, what is that all about? TikTok is worthless. Worthless if I don't approve it. It has to close. I learned that from the people that own it. If I don't do the deal, it's worthless, worth nothing. If I do the deal, it's worth maybe $1 trillion, $1 trillion. So if I do the deal I'm talking about doing it for the United States.
Ah, yes, of course, for the United States. Duh, glad he clarified.
This dude also signed an executive order, the one they promised to, delaying the TikTok ban. But while he was talking about it, after he signed it, he was basically saying like, oh yeah, you know, the U.S. should own some part of it, maybe 50%, maybe more, who knows. And it's hard to tell when Trump talks about what the government should do, if he means the government should own it or he should own it. Because I'm not gonna lie, this TikTok thing is the most mob boss thing I've ever seen. It's the most like, oh, you like your little thing, like, okay. Maybe I own some of it. Maybe I own the whole thing. How about that?
Leave it to Johnson to put together the most accurate analysis of what we are witnessing with Donald Trump. Calling him a mob boss is spot on because that's exactly what he is and how he handles his business.
Where he is pardoning some 1,500 January 6 rioters who have been convicted for participating in the attack on the Capitol 4 years ago.
So this is January 6th. These are the hostages. Approximately 1,500 for a pardon.
Yes.
Full pardon.
Full pardon or commutation?
Full pardon.
I cannot begin to describe how dark of a moment this is.
This is a groundbreaking concept of pardoning people who violently stormed the Capitol to try and wrest power from a legitimate government and hand it to the loser of an election.
A pardon kind of, this may not be the word, but it excuses that behavior, or it says it's okay. So what is to stop them from doing something like that again?
And if anyone has insights on this, it's Harry Dunn, a former Capitol police officer who worked that day.
Then you had Trump signing executive order, you had Trump pardoning everybody from January 6th. That's wild. There were plenty people that were up there, did January 6th. They felt like the election had been stolen. They were sure that they had proof. They wanted to hang the vice president. They came in there with all the smoke, ready for all the juice. And then they get to go home too. This has to have been a wild experience if you are a J6er, because you were there. Remember when they pooped on the desk? They let them leave that day. And then over the course of 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, started picking them up. And then he pardons them. And woof. Normally, I'm used to seeing a lot of people get out of jail through like Innocence Projects and stuff like that, people who did not do something. And then they're like, I never thought anyone would believe me. I thought I was going to sit in jail, and now I'm free. And they're nothing but grateful. They get out, they're hugging their families, they're crying and stuff. And that has not been the case with the J6. Everybody that got let out is very angry.
This is by design, I fear. The J6ers are now cemented to have blind loyalty to Trump because he let them get away with attacking the Capitol. I truly fear what comes next.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
To reiterate, we know what we saw. Believe your own eyes.
Elon, was standing behind the presidential seal. And this is how you know that a lot of people are truly out of their minds. This dude did a Nazi salute that we then debated if it was a Nazi salute for like every day after, including the day of. And I don't know if you should be allowed to talk if you can't believe your eyes. Do you know what I mean? Like, there were people that were like, that was not a Nazi salute. He was throwing his heart out to the crowd. I'm like, well, he has a weird pitch.
Johnson would then touch on another talking point we heard in the aftermath.
I just don't think like they hate Jews like that.
Oh no. Okay, let's clarify something. There's a Roman salute, bro.
Yeah, Roman salute.
Like these two mantras MAGA clung to, which also, this podcast sucks. All four of these dudes, chodes, suck.
Because so many people had so many different things. They came to his defense. It was several things at once. It was like, guys, no, that was not a Nazi salute, okay? It was a Roman salute. Oh my God. I'm like, all right, you ever split a hair before? Apparently you don't know what that looks like. No, it wasn't a Roman salute. He has Asperger's. I know a lot of people with Asperger's. I know a lot of people that are on the spectrum. I know a lot of people with, different types of autism on different parts of the spectrum. And when I've hung out with them, and they've needed to point, or they want to show me affection, you know what they never did? Anything that looked like that.
To see more of Josh's stand-up, check out his YouTube channel. The URL is youtube.com/@JoshJohnsonComedy. His IG can be found under the same handle. Ditto for his TikTok. And if you want to see him live, head to JoshJohnsonComedy.com.
Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYTsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to TYT.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.